Today's movie is Man on a Ledge, a great film with a name that doesn't do it justice. Nick used to be a top-notch cop, but 2 years ago, he was framed and ended up in prison for allegedly stealing a $40 million diamond. The court sentenced him to 25 years behind bars. To make things worse, many of the inmates in that prison were guys Nick himself had arrested. That meant every single day was a tightrope walk, constantly watching his back, fearing someone might take revenge. Ever since he got locked up, Nick never stopped appealing his case, but every time, he was denied. Then, just yesterday, an old partner came to visit him. His buddy had since been promoted and was doing quite well for himself, but their friendship hadn't changed. This time, though, the news he brought was devastating. Nick's father was dying, and had only a few days left. The friend promised to help get Nick a one-day release to say goodbye, and honestly, that was the best he could do under the circumstances. But even with that chance, Nick didn't make it in time. His father passed before he could see him one last time. Heartbroken, Nick attended the funeral, only to get into a heated argument with his younger brother. He blamed his brother for not taking better care of their father, and was furious that he'd let him be buried by the railroad tracks. But his brother fought back. He said it was Nick landing in prison that broke their dad. That's what led to the depression that ultimately killed him. One thing led to another, and the two started swinging punches right there at the funeral. The prison guards tried to break them up, but suddenly Nick snapped. In the chaos, he managed to grab a guard's gun. With the threat of a firearm, the guards backed off. No one wanted to die over this. Nick then forced his brother to give up the keys and unlock his handcuffs. He shot out the tires of the police car, jumped into his brother's car, and floored it, but he didn't get far. Police cars quickly gave chase, and soon he found himself caught between a growing fleet of cop cars behind him, and a high-speed train charging toward him up ahead. With no other way out, Nick barreled through a gate and headed straight for a nearby railroad crossing. At that exact moment, a train came roaring through. In a split-second decision, Nick floored it, betting everything on a death-defying move. The cops knew there was no surviving a collision like that, but when they reached the wreck, Nick was gone. Where did he go? Find out in the next episode.